Yesterday, I was at 150 million rubles when I decided that I wanted to buy some dollars. Now, I usually do use M61, so I decided it was a great idea to buy these in bulk. So I decided I was going to buy $50,000. Turns out I added an extra zero and I bought $500,000, losing approximately 65 million rubles. I just bought 500,000. I was distraught to say the least. I lost a lot of rubles and I don't think I'm going to be using that many dollars to swipe. So recovering from yesterday, I got thinking today on what was the best way to make money in the game. That got me to this point already and that I can be using to get myself back up to 150 mil. And the answer was easy. It was obviously customs and the loot route that I run on customs. Today, I'll be showing off that loot route to you guys. This low risk, high reward loot route is bound to make you guys some money. The great thing that I like about this is it's on customs, which is a fairly easy and laid back map. Not to mention, there's a ton of loot spawns and you're going to be having an easy time. It does get boring at times, but you will be making money. So I'll be showing off that loot route today. Before I show off the loot route, I just want to say it in advance so you guys that already know the loot route can just skip off the video if you already know what I'm going to be talking about. But basically, we're going to be talking about all the different technical supply crate spawns, Stronghold spawns, the green screen room, different hidden stashes that I like to run. This is not a specific loot route, this is just what I like to run. But it's going to be centered around the side of the map with Stronghold. We're not going to be going towards dorms or gas station. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of PvP in those areas and they don't offer a great amount of loot. And I know what you guys are thinking, Stronghold is a pretty contested area, but you're going to be in and out really quick and only if you do spawn around the area. And we're going to be talking about that shortly. So without further ado, let's get into the loot route. All right, here we are in a offline raid, so we can show off some of the loot spots without any contest. Right now, we're at the RAF roadblock towards Crack House, and I'll be showing you guys how to loot Crack House properly. I know Crack House is a very common place, but I'll be showing you guys how to loot the most effective way and what to look for. Also, I'll be showing you guys how to properly take Crack House without getting into bad gunfights you're going to be wanting to avoid. So number one thing I like to do is I'll run straight towards here and make sure I hug these walls around here so I'm not seen by that window on the very top right. That way I don't get shot from a distance and I don't die easily. Also, when I'm coming into Crack House, I like to use a flashlight because it is dark inside and it gives you an upper hand in gunfights. So the first thing I'll do, I'll check these shelves. If there's sugar, there's sometimes food items. I'll come around here. There's always like at least an IFAK or a CMS around here. Also on the floor, be sure to check that. Med case right there. I'll come in here. I'll check for sugar right here. So there's food spawns right here, duffel bag right here, and a jacket right here. I won't waste my time with the duffel bag and jacket, however. I'll just make my way upstairs. I'll obviously go into the intel room. I won't be checking those cabinets. I'll just be checking for intel straight up. You want to do this as quick as possible because you don't want to run into any players if you're doing this. Then I'll come into here, check for morphines and augmentins around here. Sometimes you'll find like Saliwas and stuff. So here's a morphine. Augmentins go for around 30k and the morphines go for around 10k. So you want to be sure to check for those. Then I'll come in through here and I'll check this room and there's sometimes some Saliwa spawns, IFAK, stuff like that, and I'll jump out this window. So I know there is more spawns inside of Crack House, especially there's some attachment spawns inside of some of those rooms in the lower half, but I won't check them because most of the time they're not going to be worth your time. Then there's a technical supply crate right here. You want to be checking those. This will give you some of the most money. You can find water filters, paracords, screws, bolts, stuff like that. Definitely want to be checking those. Then I'll run over towards Stronghold. When I'm taking Stronghold, however, I'll go from this right side, just so I'm not exposed, and if Rashala is here, I don't get lasers from far away. So you don't want to do what I just did there, running through the middle. You want to come through the right side, run through this path. There can be people in front of you, but what you want to know is that is the edge of the map right there, where that sign is with the like sniper crosshair. So you don't want to go past that because you will die to sniper scavs immediately. You're running through here, Stronghold, checking for Rashala, making sure he's not here. This is one of his spawns. You're going to come in through here through the first floor. Check for Rashala. Sometimes PMCs will be here, of course. You're going to come into the first room underground. Sometimes there's med spawns right here. Check right here for ammo, and sometimes there's also med spawns. Food spawns right here, food spawns here, sometimes gold chains right here. There is a crate and a duffel bag. I don't usually check those because it takes too long. Food spawns right there. Food spawns on this shelf as well. Coming in through here, there's technical spawns right there. You want to check those. Meds right here, inside that med case as well. There's also ammo that spawns here. Med case, I'll check this. I won't check these two weapon boxes, however, and I won't check those two jackets. I'll be running through here up top. and I'll go all the way at the top, and there's actually only 3 things I loot up here. This tactical supply crate right here, adjacent from this toolbox, and then I'll come to the other side. I won't loot that med case. I will, however, loot the ration supply crate right here because it does give you sugar spawns. So I'll loot that, and then I'm done with Stronghold. I want to make sure I get in and out as quickly as possible. I'll come outside. I'll loot the technical supply crate right there. Then I'll run across here. So there is actually 2 technical supply crates over this way. They are kind of out of the way, but they are worth checking. I'll go towards this one. I'll definitely check this one. There's also one up there in the skeleton building. And sometimes I won't check that just because it's out of the way of the rest of the loot. So I'll just check that, go in through here, and I'll go towards the gas station. So there is actually 2 hidden caches towards this area. And depending on where I'm coming from, if I'm coming from gas station, I'll check both of them. But if I'm not coming from gas station, I'm coming from Stronghold, I won't check the one on the right just because it's kind of out of the way. And like I said, you want to be moving as quickly as possible. But for the sake of the video, I will be showing off the loot spawn. So the great thing about this is you ran through already all through there. Then the gas station extract is here. So if you do have that extract, you can be using it. And if you spawn on that side of the map, you will always have this extract. You want to watch out for the green smoke. If the green smoke is there, that means you're set for extract. But before we extract, there is always a good chance of finding some good stuff in this hidden cache over here. And I want to make it clear that if you do all of that, you will have a good amount of loot and your backpack will be full. So sometimes extracting will be a good idea. Other times, if you don't have enough loot, you can keep running the route. So here's the hidden cache, and I'll show you guys the second one next to gas station, as well as the giving tree and inside the gas station. So like I was saying, if you do have enough loot, you can totally extract right now. Usually I like to run either a tri-zip, a TAC-2, or the raid backpack, sometimes a blackjack, and I will have space for loot, so most of the time I won't be extracting here, and that is of course if it's even here. So there is a loose loot spawns here. Sometimes you can find a red keycard there, so you definitely want to be checking the giving tree. And then here is a hidden cache. You want to be checking that. I won't waste my time with the med case. I'll come inside gas station, and I'll go in through here. And just so you guys know, the gas station spawns loose loot here. Red keycard sometimes there. This is the extract right there, through there, for those of you guys who didn't know. Then we'll come in through here. I'll check the back of this van, this blue van right here. Sometimes you can find like meds, vodka, food items. Sometimes you can even find magazines like you see right here with good ammo inside, so you want to be checking those. Then if I want, I can hit the power and go back to Stronghold. If you guys don't know about the power and the Stronghold extract, I've done customs map guides, and I'll be putting it at the top right here. I'm not going to be going over that in this video because this is just a strict loot guide. I'll run through here, and that was the old gas station. We're coming in through here. Over here, there is actually a hidden stash down here. There's also scav spawns right in front of me, and that's the new gas station over there. So the hidden stash is right there, scav spawns in this area. But most of the time, you want to be running this way. This is the ZB12 extract. If the light is on, that means you're good to extract if you spawn on that side of the map. So that's the ZB12. The light isn't on this time. But if the light isn't on, you actually can't go through this way. You have to go all the way around through this way. And we'll be showing off the last 2 portions of the loot guide. All right, so we're running past here through these tankers. If you do spawn on this side of the map, you basically just want to do everything that I've done, but backwards. You know, you loot my last place to the first place. But if you spawn on the side of the map that we were on, it's actually way better because the extract is right here for ZB11. Just in case, you know, the Stronghold, the old gas, and of course the ZB12 isn't there for you if you get really unlucky. Most of the time, at least one will be open, but sometimes you do get unlucky. So here we're going to be checking up these stairs. There is ration spawns right here, condensed milk, food items, stuff like that. 2 jackets right there. I'll be checking all of those. Water filter spawns on the ground over here. There's also some weapon attachment spawns over there, and you'll find some technical spawns right here. As you guys can see, metal cutting scissors. And weapons box right there. Open this door, you sometimes find ammo there. Check the mannequin's wrist for a roller. Those go for a good amount on the flea. And check here for gold chains and chainlets. Coming through here, in here is like a pantry where you can find food items. And you want to go back to where we came from and go up top over here where the green screen room is. I want to check this. 2 PCs right there, check those. Duffel bag in the corner, and jacket right there, another jacket right here. You want to be checking everything inside this room. This is where you're gonna make a lot of money. So toolbox, loose loot spawns, another toolbox, loose loot spawns, of course, med box, and loose loot spawns. I will check here if I'm here because I'm right at extract and I'm safe undercover, so I'll know that I'll be safe while looting. Once I'm done looting that, I'll come in through the back towards the ZB11 side, and there actually is a good amount of hidden caches around here that you could loot. I'm not gonna be showing all of them off. I'm just gonna be showing the ones that are in the way of the extract that I would like to run the route so I don't go out of the way. There basically is one right here next to the building we'll be looting right here. So in that corner is a technical supply crate. You want to be checking that. Also check the ground. Sometimes you find water filters and motors and stuff like that. Then you want to come in through here. You get some spawns for grenades and stuff. Grenade box right there. Go to the top. Jackets, box, PC blocks, toolbox, loose loot on the ground. Coming through here, toolbox again. Get out of the building. Coming in through here. Across the train tracks, we're running this way. This is our extract ZB11. There actually is a hidden cache in this corner right here. Right here, as you guys can see. And then we're coming in through here. There's one in that corner as well as one across the wall that I'm not going to be showing off because that's out in the open and you're already at the extract. So you're going to come in through here and you're going to extract like you would in a normal game. That was the entire loot route. And I know it's not entirely glamorous. It is kind of boring, but it does add up to a lot of money and it does make you money pretty quick. If you run this consistently, you'll find with a decent sized backpack, you'll be making around 500 to 1 mil each run, and you will be surviving a good amount of your raids, depending on how good you are at the game, of course, and how lucky you get on your raids. Obviously, how many people you run into. Most of the time, if you're going fast, you won't run into anybody. Sometimes you run into like one guy. You can always avoid gunfights, of course, if that's how you want to play. You know, that's totally a different story for playstyle wise. Anyway, you can make a lot of money off this if you try your best to run the route with little contests and going through really quick. Hopefully this guide did help you out. I have went over this route on my channel before, but I never showed off the way that I like to run it. So hopefully you guys do some decent raids with this, make some money off this, and I hope I helped today. Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.